What's up, guys? It is LaserCoin here for your Top 5 Friday, and today's Top 5 is on educational games. Why educational games, you may ask? Because we're pitching in to help Staples for Students and Boys and Girls Clubs of America make sure kids get the supplies they need to succeed in school, so they don't grow up to be like bums or zombies, or zombie bums. Last year, Staples helped thousands of kids get the school supplies they need, and they're trying to top that this year, so here's how you can help out. Go to the Staples for Students Facebook page and share any photo, video, post, and every time you click share, Staples donates $1 to provide supplies for students who need them. So, do it for the kids, and to avoid future zombie outbreaks. Just go to facebook.com/Staples for Students and start sharing. Now on to the top 5 educational games.
5.
Coming in at number 5 is Math Blaster, because if there's one thing I've always wanted to blast, it's math. I gotta admit, I haven't played this one in a while, but I remember having to solve math problems to power up a tractor beam or to collect some trash or something. I gotta admit, looking back, the game probably doesn't hold up over time. But it was more fun than doing regular schoolwork, that's for sure. And it was probably the best attempt to disguise a learning game as an actual game.
4.
Next up is Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, the game that taught us the geographical location of things, and that if you stole enough stuff, you may have a successful video game and or TV show made about you. I always kind of wanted to team up with Carmen Sandiego so she and I could just travel around the world stealing stuff. In hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea to make the thief in this game an attractive lady. They may have contributed to me starting a life of crime.
3.
Alright, let's move on to the game that got my typing skills up to the blazing fast 41 words per minute that I rock today. I'm talking about Mario Teaches Typing. That's right, feel the nostalgia flow through you as you watch this old footage of a game that brings back all our childhoods. I feel like the makers of this game weren't really familiar with how Mario operates though, as Mario simply seems to go through the Koopas rather than jumping on them. So actually the Mario Teaches Typing version of Mario was more badass than the original, as he just kind of barreled through Koopas without taking any damage from a head-on collision. Must be the power of education.
2.
Next up is a game that introduced me to my first great video game nemesis. The game was Number Munchers, and the enemy was the Troggle. Just look at this smug douchebag, running around changing all the numbers trying to kill me. I'm just some happy mutated frog creature trying to crunch some numbers, and this guy just can't leave me alone. And then he'd bring all his mutant cousins along with like super speed and stuff. Towards the end it became less about math and more about survival. And there was no way to fight back against those things was the worst part. After you successfully munched enough numbers, they should have given you a shotgun or something to blow these guys' heads off. If anyone out there is working on an HD remake of Number Munchers, give me a call. I've got a bunch of great ideas like this.
1.
And finally, the number 1 game on my list is the one educational game that did let you shoot something, Oregon Trail. Now, I'm not really sure why this game was considered educational, maybe because it gave kids a realistic look at what it was like for settlers on the trail, or it was kind of a historical learning tool, or maybe they were just trying to teach us about the very important lesson that if you don't plan correctly for a trip, you will probably die of dysentery. I'd certainly count it as one of the reasons I fear camping to this very day. And while we feared the horrible ravages of dysentery and attacks by Native Americans, everyone was sure to stock up on ammo for the various hunting outings where you had a chance to shoot a bear with like a tiny pixel. Ah, good times. Also, did anyone else try to float across every river they came to, or was that just me? Alright guys, there's my list of favorite educational games. I got a lot of fond memories of playing them in school while I was supposed to be working on something else. And of course, if you want to help out school children who are in need of supplies, please remember to visit facebook.com/Staples for Students or click the link below and help Staples donate to kids in need. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.